Witam w kolejnym odcinku Black Mirror, drugi rozdział. Z początkiem drugiego rozdziału zapoznaliśmy się z umarł Henry, który wylądował w sadzawce, którą Samuel prosił, aby uporządkować. Samuel poczuwa się trochę do winy o to, co stało się dla Henry'ego, aczkolwiek detektyw Collier krótko sprawę załatwił, mówiąc, że po prostu chłopak się upił i wpadł. Zobaczmy, co tutaj ciekawego zobaczymy.
According to both Bates and Collier, Henry's body was tangled up in algae when they found him. How could he possibly have drowned in this though? Something is
A, coś błyszczy.
What could it be?
Ciekawe, co to może być. Mamy ślady stóp, przyjrzyjmy im się.
There's a deep footprint in your mouth. It looks quite fresh. Whom does it belong to?
Zapowiada się coraz ciekawiej. Wejdźmy do zamku. Pogadajmy z Lady Victorią. No i wypytajmy o wszystko, co się da.
What happened to Henry is awful. First William, and now. Henry liked to drink, but other than that, he was a good man.
I'm sorry, Victoria.
I would like to be alone now. Do you need anything, Samuel?
Wiktoria coś bardzo lubi być samotna. W poprzednim rozdziale również nie chciała, żeby nie chciała, żeby ktoś się niepokoił. No w sumie to było zrozumiałe, bo jej mąż William niestety też zginął. No ale no nic. Zapytajmy o doktora.
Dr. Herman, the physician, does he live in Willow Creek?
No, some time ago he moved into an abandoned house near the old mill. It is quite close on the road to Willow Creek, the only house far and wide.
Yes, I remember where that is. Thanks.
Please excuse me now, Samuel.
Czyli wiemy, gdzie jest doktor Herman. A doktora Hermana musimy odwiedzić. Obiecał nam uchylenia rąbka tajemnicy odnośnie tego, co zdarzyło się z Williamem. Ja chciałem powiedzieć wczoraj. Mieliśmy się spotkać. A któż mógłby być na dole? Jak nie Bates. Pogadajmy z nim.
Bates?
Yes, sir?
I lecimy.
Bates, can the fountain back in the garden be drained?
Yes, there is a big pump in the cellar. It controls the water flow for the whole castle. It is possible to adjust the water level. However, I do not think it is a good idea to drain it after what happened. And Detective Collier should probably be notified about it, sir.
I'm merely considering all the alternatives. We have the right to find out what happened. Do you understand?
Yes, I do. In that case, it is probably best not to tell anyone. Is that what you meant, sir?
Very much so.
Bates szybko zmienił zdanie. Kolejny dowód jego lojalności. Pogadajmy odnośnie pana Colliera.
I spoke to Collier. As you can imagine, he asked me a lot of curious questions. Tell me, what did he question you about?
Many things, but most of all, he was interested in the place where we found Henry. It was very unpleasant having to describe it all over again, sir.
Oh? Can you repeat to me what you told him?
I was afraid you would ask. Well, if I must. I was awakened by a sharp knock at the door of my room. Morris was shouting something about Henry. He seemed utterly confused, rapidly pouring out incoherent sentences. He wanted me to go with him to the back garden immediately. At that moment, I still had no inkling of what had transpired.
Did you go with him right to the fountain?
Yes, and only there did I realize what had happened. It took me a while to come to myself again, but then I went straight to the telephone.
What time was it?
It was about 6 in the morning. Collier and Dr. Herman arrived an hour later. That is all, sir. You know the rest.
Yes. Thanks for being so patient, Bates.
Czyli? Jezu, znowu zaczynam od czyli. Będę musiał coś wymyśleć, no, żeby to odbić. Znaleźli o 6 rano zwłoki. Dokładnie znalazł je nikt inny jak Morris, gdzie Morris bardzo nie lubił się z Henrym. Pamiętacie z poprzednich odcinków? To też może być ciekawa sprawa. Dobrze, pogadajmy na temat Morrisa.
What was Morris doing in the back garden so early in the morning? His work is in the stable, right?
Yes, but he sometimes helps with the gardening. Henry cannot do everything that needs to be done. I mean, he was not...
Pięknie, pięknie. Morris pomagał. Wątpię, że pomagał. No ale skoro tak mówi Bates, może i tak jest.
You said you were there when they dragged Henry out of the fountain.
Unfortunately, I was. The sight was terrible.
I have to tell you something.
Oho.
I feel responsible for what happened to him.
Why would you say something like that, sir?
Well, I ordered him to clean the fountain. He did not want to do it, but I insisted.
You mustn't think that way, sir. Surely, if he had not been drunk, nothing would have happened. And I actually heard Dr. Herman say that his death occurred sometime after midnight. It is not your fault. Certainly, he would not be cleaning it in the middle of the night.
I really hope so. Bates is probably right. Henry most likely fell in there by accident.
No, dokładnie. Kto o północy czyści fontannę?
Have you seen Robert today?
Yes, Sir Robert was reading the newspaper in the dining room this morning. If you would like to speak with him, I am sure you'll find him in his study.
Coś nowego. Robert był w innym miejscu niż w swoim gabinecie. Dobra, ciekawostka. No dobrze, gadajmy teraz Hermana.
When did Dr. Herman leave?
Half an hour ago. He took Henry's body to the old morgue.
Did he mention to anyone what he thought about all this?
He had a long conversation with the detective, but I have no idea what they were speaking about. I was so distraught, I was not really listening.
All right. That's all then, Bates. Body is in the old morgue then. Bates, why don't you take the rest of the day off? You don't have to work under the circumstances.
No, sir. I do not want to just be sitting around brooding. I'd rather attend to my responsibilities. It helps take my mind off things.
I understand. I think I will go now.
I'll return to my work.
Prawdą jest, że jeżeli jesteśmy czymś zmartwieni, to o wiele lepiej jest zapomnieć o tym, zajmując się czymś, próbując skupić swoje myśli gdzieś indziej. Dokładnie, nic nie wiemy, a na pewno wie Bates, więc idźmy do niego i zapytajmy go. Na pewno nam powie.
Do you need anything, sir?
I would like to ask you about something.
Certainly, sir.
No i zapytajmy.
Bates, that pump we talked about.
Yes, sir.
I think it is broken. Which valve controls the water level?
The pump works all right, sir. Only one of the input valves broke off some time ago. The water level can still be adjusted using the other valves. It just takes a moment to figure out the right setup for what you want to do.
How do I know if I have drained the fountain then?
If I remember correctly, The second column from the right displays the level of water in the fountain.
Musimy obniżyć. Dobra.
I'll return to my work.
Musimy obniżyć drugi od prawej zbiorniczek. Spróbujmy to wykonać. Nie powinno być to zbyt ciężkim wyzwaniem. Sprawa wygląda tak. Kręcimy w lewo. Kręcimy w prawo, działa to w drugą stronę. I musimy się pozbyć tutaj. Pięknie.
Ready.
Bardzo klimatyczne te czaszki są. Świecące. Z zielonkawą barwą. Wyszliśmy. Teraz jeszcze chodźmy do tej fontanny. Proszę bardzo. Bardzo deszczowo się zrobiło. Jak widzicie. I tutaj coś mamy.
A sign of some sort, or a symbol.
Znowu znak podobny do tego, który był koło Williama.
A symbol similar to that from the tower wall. Strange. A new symbol beside another corpse.
No, nie wygląda to zbyt fajnie. Weźmy te kluczyki. Dobra, mamy klucz. No i oczywiście dlatego musimy cyknąć zdjęcie. Tak jest. Tak jak dla poprzedniego. Dobrze, że nie wywołaliśmy jeszcze tej kliszy. Spróbujmy dostać się do szklarni. Mam nadzieję, że jest otwarta. Jest otwarta. Mam klimatyczną muzyczkę. Obstawiam, że... Aha, spróbujmy, zerknijmy do tych szuflad. Wcześniej nie mogliśmy tutaj zajrzeć, mam też Henry tutaj krążył.
It's closed and probably full of whiskey. Henry hid it here so as not to carry it. It's locked.
Zamknięta jest, ale mamy kluczyk. Obstawiam, że będzie tutaj pasował idealnie.
Some papers and a few coins. The bill isn't here. Where could he have put it?
Tak, ciągle szukam tego weksla, aby znaleźć tą drugą część tego kamienia. No ale niestety...
A letter. It's addressed to Victoria.
Nie możemy znaleźć. Mam list.
Madam,
posłuchajmy.
please regard this letter as one from an anonymous friend. One of your servants is not whom he pretends to be. You may find it interesting that he is an ex-prisoner.
And a thief. On several occasions, I watched him sneak quietly into the castle cellar, using the old back door. I saw that person take away several bottles of some of the best vintages of your wine that you value so much. No doubt, some of your other valuables have also gone astray. I decided to write you this letter to prevent further stealing. The person's name is Morris.
Henry meant to blackmail Morris. I am curious as what Morris will tell me about this.
Mam motyw, dla którego Morris mógłby zabić Henry'ego. A więc to zrobił Walter.
And small tubes with fertilizer. I can't see a bill of exchange anywhere. Where could Henry have put it?
No właśnie.
There is nothing interesting.
Nic ciekawego tu nie ma. Pójdźmy do Morisa. Gadajmy z nim. Myślę, że nie będzie zadowolony tym, co dowiedzieliśmy się. Miejmy nadzieję, że nie ujdzie mu to wkładem. Wiem, że może w środku. Nie zawsze jest co robić.
Morris, do you have a moment?
Stajni.
Sure.
No i męczymy.
I took a look around the fountain.
Sir, why would you bother with such a thing? Why not just leave it up to that detective?
Well, I can't help suspecting something's wrong about all of this. 2 unfortunate accidents in such a short time?
You said it, sir. They are accidents. Henry just got drunk as a stone, and this time his luck ran out.
Maybe. But never mind. I have come because of something else. I found a footprint in the mud by the fountain's rim.
But that's nothing strange. There must be lots of footprints there.
Well, this one is fresh and much deeper than the other ones. The person who left it there must have limped badly or been carrying something very heavy.
Are you suggesting it's mine? Well, why couldn't it be yours? It's mostly me who walks around the garden, and the footprint is probably from the morning I found him.
Maybe.
Sir, I told you I was home the whole evening. I've got no idea what happened that night.
How do you know that it was night time?
If I answer that now, could we stop returning to the subject?
We shall see.
I heard it from Dr. Herman when he was speaking with Collier.
What else were they talking about?
I was not really listening. I just overheard a couple sentences when I was walking by. Can I go now, sir?
All right. I'll ask Dr. Herman myself.
Maybe
I'm suspicious of him unnecessarily, but maybe not. I'll go see Dr. Herman and find out what he knows about that footprint. Morris, have you boarded up the old well like I asked you to yesterday?
Not yet, sir. I'll do it today.
It should have been done yesterday. I'm surprised that Henry didn't fall into it.
Excuse me, sir?
You know well how I meant that. I want to see it secured today, or you can start looking for a new job. Is that clear?
Sure, I'll do it. You needn't shout at me, sir.
I have no idea what has gotten into me. Why did I yell at him like that? What do you think about what has happened to Henry?
It was to be expected. He drank way too much. I guess it had to end like this.
It sounds like you really don't care that it happened.
Well, we didn't exactly like each other, but I wish no ill will to anyone.
It was you who found him, right?
Yes, I needed something from the back garden, and as I was walking past, I noticed something floating in the fountain. I went closer to have a look, and he was totally tangled up in the weeds. I could see nothing except his coat.
Did you notice anything else?
No, I panicked, you see. I ran to the castle to get Bates to go have a look with me. I kept thinking I might have been confused and imagined it. But it really was Henry.
What happened next?
I rode into the village to get the detective. You know the rest.
So, Morris found Henry.
Pojechał do miasta, a Bates miał dzwonić przecież.
Were you in the stable yesterday?
Sure I was. Where else would I have been?
The lights were not on.
Well, maybe I wasn't. Why are you asking? Oh, I can see where you're coming from. You're thinking that maybe what happened to Henry might not have been an accident and that somebody might have helped him into that pond.
Tak jest.
I may be a drunkard and a saucebox, sir, but I'm no murderer.
No one is calling you a murderer, Morris. I was just asking.
All right, fair enough, sir. If Madam learns that you are starting to suspect me, I may as well go looking for a new job. There's not much work.
Bardzo dobrze, nie lubię cię, frajerze.
And besides, who would want to hire a man with one leg that is almost completely lame?
I'm not accusing you of anything, Morris. At least not yet.
Samuel, mistrz. Polećmy z tym listem.
Morris, I know you've been stealing wine from our cellars.
Me, sir? Who told you that?
No one told me. I read it in a letter that Henry wrote to Victoria. So what do you say about that?
Well, I only took a few bottles, sir. I swear.
Kilka.
There's such a lot of them in there, I thought nobody would notice. It won't happen again, I promise. Will you give me that letter, sir?
All right, Morris. But I'm going to be watching you. Here it is.
Trochę nieracjonalne zachowanie.
I will go then.
All right, sir.
Ja bym ten list przytrzymał jednak. Mógłby się przydać później. No ale nic. Tak sobie wymyślił to Samuel. Gadajmy jeszcze z Robertem. Dowiedzmy się, co on wie na temat tego, co się wydarzyło.
I need a word with you, Robert.
Yes, but I am quite busy at the moment.
I won't keep you long.
Yes, I'm listening.
O detektywie tylko.
Did you speak with Collier?
Yes, he detained me for over half an hour with those questions of his.
So, what do you think about all of this?
Me? Collier's theory seems logical to me. I do not believe anyone would want to kill Henry. Henry drank himself to senselessness many times before, but this time he was unlucky enough to fall into the pond. Cold water certainly had something to do with the body's condition. Being a physician, I can certainly attest to that.
You're probably right.
Is there anything else you want to talk about? I have a lot of work to do today.
A jeszcze możemy. Zapytajmy Wiktorię.
Victoria is not willing to talk to me right now. Maybe you should talk to her instead.
You need to consider her age, Samuel. She just needs some time to herself. I'll talk to her in the evening.
You have mentioned often since I arrived that you have a lot of work. So, what are you working on?
Oh, I would rather not bother you with the details. Let's just say I'm carrying out specific research. Perhaps I will tell you more about it tomorrow, when I have some time. I need to leave for Ashbury this evening to check on some results.
Oh, all right. I will go now.
All right. Feel free to come back if you need anything, Samuel.
Tak. Możemy do niego przyjść, ale on jest zajęty pracą. Dobrze, użyjmy mapy. Pójdźmy do doktora Hermana, którego tam właśnie widzimy, zamykającego klapę.
Oh, Mr. Gordon. I would wish you a nice day, but that is not what it is today. To what do I owe your visit?
Well, you told me yesterday to come over.
Let us not discuss things outside in the rain. Please follow me.
Tak było.
Better, is it not? Do you mind going down to the morgue with me? I have a lot of work to do. We can speak there.
Not a problem. Let's go.
Watch out for the steps. There's not much light in here, and the dampness can make your footing dangerous.
Śliskie. Widzimy Zwłoki Henry'ego. Strasznie dużo krwi. Średnio to sterylnie wygląda. No ale nic to.
So, what would you like to know?
No co, o Williamie przecież miałeś powiedzieć.
I have returned as per our conversation yesterday. This won't take long. I would only like to ask a couple of questions.
Let me guess. This is about William, right?
Yes. You mentioned some bad burns on his body.
On the chest area, to be more specific. Yes.
So?
So, what?
When we talked yesterday, you said you would tell me more about it. That is why I am here.
Is that what I said? Well, I can only repeat what I have already told you. Massive burns on the chest caused by an unknown object.
Is that all? An unknown object? What you're saying is different from what you already told me.
I cannot remember. Those were just initial theories.
Ciekawe, ciekawe.
I have recorded everything in the post-mortem account. Shall I quote from it?
That won't be necessary. It seems Dr. Herman has lost his memory since yesterday.
Why is he concealing what he originally wanted to tell me after we had first met?
No właśnie.
Death report would interest me, but not in his presence.
Zapytajmy o tym odcisku.
Dr. Herman, I'd like to ask you about something in connection with Henry's death.
Mr. Gordon, it was my impression that this affair is currently being investigated by Detective Collier. Is that so?
This affair, as you call it, happened in my garden.
Sprawa.
I have every right to be interested in it.
All right. What do you want to know?
I found a footprint right next to the fountain. It was quite deep and very recent.
Yes, we noticed it.
Tak.
Collier made a record of it in his papers. I do not know what else I can tell you.
Did you notice something odd about it?
What do you mean?
The person who left that footprint either limped or had been carrying something quite heavy.
You have an eye for detail, Gordon.
Tak.
That is exactly what Collier said.
So?
The trouble is, there are footprints all over the place, and they most probably all belong to your groom. What is his name again?
Morris?
Yes. You can
Odciski
excuse
wzajemnego.
him, though, if you thought of him as a potential murderer. Let me tell you why.
I'm listening.
I should not be telling you this, but it is your business in a way too, so... I have been doing autopsies for over 15 years, and I have never seen anything like this before. Something seemed odd to me the very moment we dragged him out of the pond. His skin was entirely white. You see, I know what the body of a drowned man looks like even after a month, but this was different. He looked as if he did not have a single drop of blood left in his body.
Maybe it was in the water.
Impossible, Gordon. I told you I know what a drowned man looks like. I have not mentioned this to Collier, however. He would think I am going mad. I need to prove my theory first.
So what have you found out?
Exactly what I expected. No blood. Not a single drop of it anywhere. As though something squeezed the life out of him, like the juice from an orange, and disposed of its skin in that fountain. This is not like anything I have ever witnessed.
I'm not a doctor, but I can see it's more than strange.
This is not strange, Gordon. It is flat out impossible. Even if someone deliberately wanted to extract all of his blood, there would still be some remaining in the organs and muscles.
So what's your opinion now?
I have no theories yet as to what my conclusions should be. I have no sensible explanation for what I found, but so far, nothing is indicative of a violent death.
Thanks for telling me this, Dr. Herman.
Listen, no one except the two of us is aware of this fact, and I would prefer it to remain that way, for now. When you speak to Collier, do not tell him anything. I will tell him myself when the timing is appropriate.
Understood. I'll say nothing. You can take my word for it. Now that is truly weird.
Ukrywanie. Tajemnice. Naprawdę ciekawa sprawa. Skoro to ciało nie ma ani kropli krwi, mogło zamarznąć, mogła ta krew. Nie mam pojęcia, ale zapytajmy o
I
Henry'ego.
spoke with Detective Collier about Henry's death.
It was inevitable that he would end this way. He was a lost cause.
What do you mean?
Well, it certainly was not the first time something happened to that man after he drank himself into a stupor. I know this well because it was I who had to restore him to normalcy after the other bouts. It was not usually serious. However, on this occasion, he overestimated his capacity for drink for the last time.
This is rather awkward, but you see, Henry had something important that belongs to me. I have looked just about everywhere and have not found it. So it occurred to me that he might have had it with him, and that you...
So, what is this it supposed to be?
Actually, it's just a small piece of paper, but it's very important. Otherwise I would not ask you.
Weksel.
You want me to search his personal belongings?
I would be grateful if you would do that, Doctor.
Gordon, that parcel is part of the evidence. I cannot just remove something and give it to you until the police have completed their investigations.
But that something was mine.
No matter. Until the case is officially closed, I cannot even show you any of those things.
Yeah.
I understand. Thank you, Doctor. At least I know where that blasted bill of exchange is.
Czyli jest tutaj. Zaoferować pieniądze. Nie zrobiłbym tego, ale dobra, niech będzie.
Doctor, do you think you could go outside for a moment so I could have a look around? I could forget my wallet on the table when you return.
Excuse me? If I had not known your family for so long, I would be offended. Look, I can see where you're coming from. I already told you the parcel has to stay sealed until the investigation is over. So forget it.
No nic. Zobaczmy, co on tutaj tak skrzętnie chował. No, żeby tutaj wejść, trzeba użyć dzwonka. Ojej, jeszcze raz. Sorry, że ugoniłem. Czyli jest na kłódeczkę. Nie fajnie. Idziemy do Willow Creek. Zobaczmy, czy jest Vic. Pogadajmy z Viciem.
Hello, Mr. Samuel. What a great big bang that was, eh? The second greatest today, I'll bet.
Hi, Vic. Are you counting the thunder?
Right.
Why are you sitting here like this in the rain? Wouldn't you rather be at home?
I don't mind the rain. And also, I can't go home.
You can't? You're in trouble, aren't you?
Well, it's that broken window from yesterday. Harry told my dad, you know. Though I'm not exactly home.
Oh, I see. I have to go now. Be careful of the windows next to you.
I will.
Yes.
Throwing my ball to the other side would be a lot safer.
Prawda? Zobaczmy, czy stary Murray jest. Raczej jest, bo świeci się światełeczko. Więc wejdźmy do tego lombardu. Stary Murray. Bardzo barwna postać.
How can I help you?
I need to get a film developed, and I've heard that you can do it.
That's true. It doesn't happen very often, but it's possible. Trouble is, my machine has been out of order for quite some time now. I would have had it repaired if somebody had needed it, but with things as they are around here, there's been no reason to hurry.
Do you know of any other place that I can get the film developed?
I'm afraid you have to go into town. I can't be of use in that respect. Sorry.
Niedobrze.
A few days ago, a man pawned a certain object here. An article similar to this one.
I remember Henry pawned something that looked like that. Yes, that's true.
I'd like to redeem the object.
Certainly, sir. It's £35. And I require the bill of exchange with the owner's signed agreement, of course.
I'll give you the money, but you see, I haven't got that bill.
Sir, surely you know that I cannot return any pawned object without the corresponding bill of exchange.
I can understand why you do not want to release it without the bill, but I will pay for it.
I'm sorry, that's the rules.
That object is very important to me. I am willing to pay a special price.
That's possible, but how fair would it be to the owner if I sold their property to somebody else within the pawn period? According to the rules, the object belongs to them until the expiration date of the note has been passed.
Murray, Henry can't possibly redeem it.
How do you know that?
He's dead.
Dead? I'm truly sorry to hear that, but I'm afraid the owner's death changes nothing. The person who presents a valid bill of exchange and pays the designated price can redeem the object at any time then.
Please try to understand that I haven't got it. Wouldn't the money be enough?
I'm sorry. You can wait until the pawn period expires.
That's not an option.
In that case, I'm afraid I can't help you, sir.
Murray nie pomknął za dużo.
I know you would break the rules, but who could possibly find out? I am willing to pay triple the price for it.
Triple, you say?
Zastanawia się.
No, that's quite impossible. I don't want to lose my license because of your offer. Although I've got to admit it's very decent.
So how much money do I need to convince you?
It seems you don't understand me.
Murray nie idący na pieniądze.
Człowiek
Człowiek prowadzący lombard nie idący na pieniądze. To jest ciekawostka, co?
And I'm not going to risk losing it.
But who would know about our deal? We can keep it between the two of us.
Sorry, I'm not changing my position. No bill of exchange translates to no release.
Very well then. If I bring the bill and pay the holding price, will you give it to me?
Of course I will.
Wtedy tak.
I thought he was more into money. I must find Henry's bill of exchange, no matter what. Murray isn't going to give me anything without it.
Słabo.
Bye.
Że nie dostaliśmy, nie załatwiliśmy niczego. Ani nie załatwiliśmy wywołania zdjęcia, ani nie załatwiliśmy tego przedmiotu. Wejdźmy do pubu. Pogadajmy ze wszystkim, jest nawet grabarz.
Hello, Harry.
Welcome back, Mr. Gordon. Have you come to get a bite?
What do you mean?
Oh, come on. I know your Bates is not exactly a great cook.
It's not so bad. I have no reason to complain.
All right, if you say so.
Dobrze, zapytajmy na temat
Do
Henry'ego.
you remember our conversation yesterday on how nothing ever happens around here?
Sure I do.
Well, unfortunately, something did happen.
Oh, you mean Henry?
How do you know?
Well, news travels around here fast. Poor Henry. He was a good regular. We sure drank a fair amount together.
So how long had you known one another?
Since the time he started working for the manor. which in fact means the day he arrived here. I remember when he first showed up, all sweaty with a suitcase in each hand. He took no time to order 2 pints right away. I knew right off that we would understand each other.
Did he have any friends in the neighborhood?
Probably not.
Nie.
You see, he was kind of a loner. I don't think he knew anyone else. He used to only come here.
Thanks anyway, Harry.
You're welcome, Mr. Gordon.
Pytajmy o Marka jeszcze.
Harry, tell me, is Mark reliable?
Well, that depends. He's not exactly a saint, you see. But I reckon he'll do what you tell him for £1 or 2.
Dobra wskazówka. Pogadajmy z grabarzem.
I need to talk to you.
Go ahead, but make it quick.
Jest ciągle ten sam uśmiechnięty grabarz.
Tell me, did you know Henry Stanton?
No, I didn't. Should I have known him?
Well, he worked as a gardener for us, but he died yesterday.
Sounds like I'll get to meet him soon now. You want anything else? I'm not interested in company.
No.
Grabarz
I'll leave you
miażdży.
alone.
Grabarz jest mistrzem. Dobrze. Pogadajmy z Markiem.
Good morning.
Might be good for you. What do you want?
O, bardzo rozgadany jegomość.
You said yesterday that you used to help in our garden.
A couple of times, yes.
So you knew Henry, our gardener, right?
Yes. I don't want to talk about him after what has happened.
When did you last speak with him?
Well, yesterday evening. I met him just a short distance off the road to the village.
O,
What time was that exactly?
I don't want to talk about it. I already told you that. I don't feel like getting involved in anything.
I'm not the police. You needn't worry. What did you speak about?
It was just a couple of sentences. I'm not sure.
Was he acting normal? I mean, was he sober?
Yeah, he was, that's for sure. It's true that he used to drink a lot, but he didn't drink every day. And yesterday, he was sober. I would have noticed.
czyli był trzeźwiutki.
You're welcome.
So, Henry was still sober in the evening, and they found him drowned at dawn. That doesn't make much sense.
Tak, to się zgodzę. Raczej nie ma to sensu. Gadajmy o
Tom
Hermanie.
told me you worked for Dr. Herman from time to time.
Tom tends to have a bit too much to say. I've been unemployed for some time now, so I've been taking what odd jobs are offered to me. I've got to make money somehow, and it sure is better to do stuff for Dr. Herman than that dirty bastard Murray.
Well, I need a certain favor from you. As a matter of fact, it has to do with Dr. Herman.
So what's the deal?
This is what I want you to do.
I'm listening.
I need you to come to his house at a particular time and keep him busy for a couple of minutes. Ring the doorbell and wait until he comes upstairs. Talk about whatever you want. Just keep him there for as long as you can.
Well, I don't quite like that plan, to tell you the truth. He doesn't look exactly innocent, does he?
Tak,
Also,
dalej
I'm
gadam.
wrong about my getting involved in some scam on him. He'd never harm me again. You better find someone else for this.
Powiedzmy pozytywnie, dajmy mu więcej pieniędzy.
Look, I don't expect this for nothing.
And that's supposed to be surprising?
How much does Dr. Herman pay you?
That depends on what he wants from me.
No, you don't understand. I mean, what is the maximum he has ever paid you?
Uuu, lecimy.
£6 per day, with food, I guess.
I'll give you 10. That's not bad for a couple of minutes, is it?
10? Well, the money is nice, but you see, these days I at least have a sure job from Dr. Herman. No, I can't do it.
All right. I'll give you 20. Take it or leave it.
20. Damn. I haven't had so much money click in my pocket for quite some time.
Czyli się zgodzi.
£20 take home and it's a deal.
10 now and 10 later.
Okay then. What time should I show up?
I lecimy z
About
tematem.
a quarter an hour after I leave the pub. Make sure you're on time, otherwise you get nothing.
Jak
Don't
nic.
worry. I'll be there.
Dałeś już mu dychę.
I walked quickly to the
No i
mall to
jedziemy.
get there before Mark. I hope he'll show up on time, as we have agreed.
Ciekawe, czy to nam się uda w miarę sensownie.
Yes?
Samuel Gordon, please let me in, Doctor. I need to speak to you.
Yes, come in. I am downstairs, in the morning.
Idziemy.
Can I speak with you for a moment, Dr. Herman?
Dowiemy się, o co tutaj chodzi biega.
Yes, but I told you I have no news. This needs time. So if you keep interrupting me...
No. I'm here because of something else.
Yes?
Well, the thing is...
So what is it you want, Gordon? I do not have the whole day for you.
Nieźle.
Where the blazes is that Mark?
Did you say something?
No, you see, I just...
Jest.
Now who could that be? Damn.
Jest Mark. Może nam się to udać.
Who is there? Wait for me here. I will return shortly.
Of course. You needn't hurry.
Udało się.
Pressure was going to hit boiling point.
Now where's that bloody bill of exchange?
Słyszeliście?
Start with his table.
Troszeczkę... że tak powiem, głos troszeczkę brzmiał inaczej Samuela. Zbadajmy tutaj szafki, wszystko dookoła.
A piece of plastic for making imprints. It could come in handy.
Może się przydać, prawda?
Lots of things, but nothing I'd need.
Nic przydatnego.
Is this what I think it is?
Tak, to jest mózg.
An old microscope.
Czy tutaj nic?
There's a label with Henry's name.
No i
Bill of exchange. Excellent.
mamy kwit. W końcu. Żeby się przydała karta.
The bottom is stained. There is nothing in human muscles. A legend is composed of a great number of Latin phrases. There's no point in studying them.
Łacina. Czy coś jeszcze tutaj?
I've examined it thoroughly. I don't need anything else from it.
Skoro nic więcej nie potrzebuję, musi być coś jeszcze. Mózg. No nie, no tutaj nic nie ma ewidentnie. Szkielet. Szkielet też nic nie ma. Tu na zwłoki coś. Mam już otwartą klatkę piersiową. To może już? Szafka. To szafka mnie ciekawi. No co tutaj możemy więcej? Tu jest pusto. Skarpel, tasak, długopis. Odciski.
Henry's bill of exchange. It wasn't easy to obtain. Finally, I can get that thing that Henry...
Tak jest. No ale no nie widzę nic, żadnego innego miejsca interaktywnego. Tu jakiś wózek. Już dobra, jeśli lecimy, to tak powiem wszędzie.
Herman uses it to carry the... There are some things contaminated with blood. I'm not going to mess with it.
Tu jest sporo też krwi. Jest metalowy kosz.
It's better not to imagine what's... Herman probably uses
it
to dispose of pieces of flesh.
Dobra, czy tu też nic nie ma?
I'm not leaving yet.
Not leaving yet. Ale ciągle ta szafka nam pokazuje, bo nic innego nie pokazuje, pokazuje tylko szafkę. To jedziemy z szafką. Tu była ta nasza plastyczna, ta. Kość, 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 może kość. Szkielet nic, lampa nic. Mikroskop też nic. Nie ma podpowiedzi. Pudełeczka też ogarnęliśmy. Było coś. Tylko mam nadzieję, że to była szafka. Kanistry?
Empty photographic developer canisters. Herman apparently takes the photos for death reports himself.
Czyli on też wywołuje, Herman. Zdjątka. To są zwłoki, to zwłoki mnie interesują. No i mnie interesuje mnie szafka. No nic, zakończymy tutaj ten odcinek. Trzymajcie się i do następnego.